How you get beat 5-0 in a cup final? So money talks and
Money
basically.
talks. It
Yeah.
does. The five-a-side thing, that's very appealing to me, you know.
Very appealing.
No, that's...
Where did BAITEZE finish?
I don't actually know.
Exactly, there you go.
Just comes inside with so much attitude. Selly turns around and looks at him like, rah, it's going to be one of these days.
Yes, it's Corinthian, where's the love? Brother, Rootz talks facts, bro.
They're going off again.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to Rootz TV, back at Goals Wembley. And this is like full circle, innit? Was it this time last year, joined by my man Kev?
Yeah, man. Good to see you again.
But we didn't make it to the pitch last time, we was over there.
It was, yeah, that was...
So you've been upgraded now?
Yeah, finally. Finally upgraded. And yeah, man.
How's things, bro?
No, I'm good. I'm all good. I can't complain. Season's just finished. Now it's time to just sit back and get a rest, man. Just get a rest. I know teams have been contacting about pre-season, but I'm not even in that mindset right now.
Yeah.
Let me just chill, man.
Now it's time to reflect now as well. Anytime I see your stories as well, man's in a different country all the time, man. Like, I've never met someone who travels as much as me, yeah? But you're a jet setter, bro.
Yeah, it comes at a cost though. It comes at obviously work, innit? Work predominantly. Like, obviously, I've got family abroad, so I spend a lot of time there. But I'm trying to get it in, man. You know what I'm saying? Whilst you're young, why not? Why not? Let's
talk about it then. So, it's been a weird season for you guys because usually you lot are used to dominance, right? So, talk me through the season, bro.
Underwhelming, disappointed, disappointing. I don't know if you've seen my post. I post a couple of weeks ago, suggesting that we weren't happy with how things finished. And listen, I'm a realist at the end of the day, and a lot of people have been commenting on whether it's pictures, whether it's YouTube, whether it's social media, whatever, Hatch Lane bottled it. Realistically, yes, we did, because it was in our hands to win the league. We lost it. Like, full credit to East London Ballers, and we're going to touch on that very, very soon. But when you look at things, in the grand scheme of things, last season was our worst ever season, the way I look at it, because we've not played, there's never been a season where we've not lifted a trophy, and last season was terrible, but we won the ESSEX Cup. And this season, we had everything at our disposal. The players are back, new players as well, and we ended the season exactly how we ended last season. So it was a disappointment all around.
So you had your most competitive league, I should say, because there's actually 3 teams in it, right? Yourselves, East London Ballers. You can never roll out BAITEZE, even though they've not had the best of seasons. Finished the season with 1 trophy. Like, what we saying then? Is it now East London Ballers time? Because BAITEZE are done. They're cooked right now. You know, they're going through the revamp, what phase is it, that sort of stuff. But you guys, you've been consistent throughout that whole journey, but now it's just taking a bit of a dip.
Yeah, I think the most important thing, because I have an overview of everything, and I think that we just let ourselves down. There's no 2 ways about it. We let ourselves down winning. Listen, the ESSEX Cup is huge. We're the only team to retain the title in 19 years, the only team in the last 20 years or something like that to be in back-to-back finals. That's not been achieved for a long time. So I don't take that for granted, because I've always been saying the ESSEX Cup is the one that I want. But at the end of the day, once you get it, you're thinking about more. And we've won the league, obviously, twice in the last 4 years. Great, we should have won it again this year. But at the end of the day, the London Cup and the Nationals is what sits at the top of what Hatch Lane wants to achieve. For national recognition, we need those trophies. And yes, we won it 3 years ago, but we haven't managed to get our hands on that. Again, the London Cup specifically, the Nationals, we've never won it. Do you know what I mean? We always fell, and we look at ourselves, because I don't make excuses. We're shit. We were shit in these competitions. The Nationals, we were out in, when was it, in December? Yeah. We was out in December against St. Joe's, and if you watched that game, if you was there, you was there. It was like we bottled it. I can't explain it to you any other way. We bottled it. Yes, you look at the highlights and say, okay, but Tyrone's goal was a goal.
Sean, delicate little clip into T. T is onside by at least 3 defenders in the box. That is criminal. That is poor. Same line though, looking down the whole line. He's managed to flag it for offside. We've been robbed there.
Which it was. Tyler Dolan wasn't offside.
He's not, you know. Hey! Tyler Dolan, you're on. Same linesman. He's miles off it. What is going on?
Which he wasn't. And obviously that's at 0-0. Montel gets sent off right before half time. Listen, it is what it is at the end of the day, but that game we'll come back to later on because there's something I want to address there. But yeah, man, it was disappointed at the end of the day.
All right. In fact, let's talk about it now, bro. Let's talk about the cup competitions now, bro. Because like you said, St. Joe's got knocked out by them, and then the London Cup final, bro. London Cup final, bro. Literally, Highgate Albion passed the pad. Like, you had to pass the pad. How you get beat 5-0 in a cup final? And the thing is as well, I've had chats with people at the FA, innit? You know who you are. And they said it was kind of close to start off. I was like, ow. Apparently you had some good chances in the first half, and then when it tits up in the second half, 5-0. What's going on?
All right, cool. So, yeah, again, because I went offline, innit? Like, no one could find me.
I think your whole team went offline the whole game.
Offline, but no one could find me. Like, I hadn't spoken to management. There was no one until the Essex Cup final, which was, I think, 2 or 3 weeks later. Something along them lines.
Yeah.
I hadn't spoken to no one because we've not been beat like that before. And the thing is, we've played Highgate previously, and I personally think they've played better before. It's just that during that first period of the game, I think it was like a feeling out process, where we were seeing what they were offering, they were seeing what we were offering. So it was tight in some capacity. You know, you got to respect your opponents. They're always going to have, they're always going to create moments. They're capable of doing that. Look at the players that they've got. But so are we. And up until a certain point, I think once the water break happened, we just capitulated. Like, the first goal went in. Don't get me wrong, I put that down to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper had a good sense as to the fact that it was literally 3v2. He gets it, and once he gets it from the corner, if you go and watch it and he throws it out, we still have 7 players in the box. So we still have 7 players in the box, and it's a 2v2, and then the guy who scores the goal, I can't remember his excellence, just runs through the middle and scores. Once that happened, it's like, all right, cool, 1-0. But then we don't do the blame game. I don't blame no one, but I think he's a big enough character in our changing room. He knows himself that Dwight, the mistake that he made, that doesn't happen with him because he's consistent.
Yeah.
Once that happens, 2-0, and then they score the third, it's almost like, I don't think we recovered from that right before half time. The changing room was a madness. I don't know if you saw the video, but it was like everyone was just speechless. And after that, it's just like, it's either damage limitations or you go all out. And I think we were caught in between the both of them. And at the end of the day, they just carried on and scored 2 goals. And like I said, I don't think they needed to do too much to actually beat us. If you speak to Adam, I know he's spoken before, but me and Adam are cool. And if you manage to sit down with him, and he'll even tell you himself that it wasn't that kind of game, but they just scored their chances. They just scored their chances, and we didn't really create enough once it went to 2-3-0.
Are they the best team that you faced this season?
This season?
Yeah. Because bearing in mind, you've gone up against Eastern Ballers, who ended up winning the league. You've gone up against St. Joe's, who didn't win the cup, but obviously a decent side nonetheless. No.
They didn't win the league?
No, they didn't win the Nationals,
right,
I'm talking about. They didn't win the Nationals. And then obviously you've gone against Highgate, who've gone on and won everything. So I'm asking, is Highgate Albion the best team that you've played this season?
Highgate Albion, besides last season, have been the best team over the last 5 or so years, generally speaking. And I don't think they get enough credit. It's almost like they need to lift the Nationals and the London Cup again in order for people to say, oh, actually, they're actually one of the best teams. They've been consistent for a long time.
Is that a dig at me then, because I don't give them enough credit?
Listen, I'm just saying.
Listen, because I'm getting shots fired on different platforms from Highgate Albion players, I don't give enough credit. And I look at my feed, I'm like, Highgate Albion, Copper 90, Highgate Albion, Rootz TV. You know what I mean? Like, how much glazing do you want? Jardel, how much glazing do you want, brother? Do you know what I'm saying? This is not a Highgate Albion TV, this is Rootz TV, you know? Raw, straight to the point. Anyway,
do you know the thing is, yeah, with them, they don't normally do too much talking on socials. But I think now they're in a position where they can talk their talk now.
Yeah, talk their talk, man.
And I would allow anyone from Hatch to talk their talk because they've had to deal with it for a long time. It's like, they got to a final, you lost because blah, 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 this, that and the other. I'm talking about the Nationals when they lost against Yeah, them man.
Yeah.
They win the London Cup. Are we going to get some respect now? It's like, but BAITEZE have just, you know, BAITEZE are this, that, and the other. And SC Dons, obviously, they're gone into Saturday. Then, but no, but Hatch Lane is still there. Hatch Lane, this, that. It's like, hold on a second. What do we need to do? They've been consistent for a long time, and listen, they're the best team that we've come up against this season, and they're, quite frankly, the best team we've played over the last 5 years.
And I say the same thing, they're the best team in Sunday League. The only caveat that has always been, which they don't own up to, which I'll just say it with your chest, is that they pay players. Like you could do the whole smiling thing. Brother, we all know it, bro. Listen, Baller League final, I had players that have been offered from Highgate Albion to play for Highgate Albion. They come up to me, openly said it. They told me they've been getting 3 figures. So it's common knowledge, bro. In fact, let me put this to you. You've played the Moneybag teams. Yeah, you've played 3 of them, in fact. Yeah, I'm out in it. Rootz TV is out in it. You've played East London Ballers.
By name.
Yeah. You played St. Joe's. Apparently, that's what I've seen in the comment section. And you've played Highgate Albion. The 3 Moneybag teams. Who's the greatest? Or who's the richest of them all?
Who's the richest?
Well, let's say...
Well, put it this way. Look, I don't know too much about St. Joe's, so I can't really comment too much. But yeah, I have heard that from them. And don't forget, they're also backed by a county. Do you get what? They're also
so they got accounting money?
I don't know, but I'm saying they're also...
That's like having Saudi money, but grassroots.
But I'm not talking about money though. I'm not just talking about money.
Yeah, but we're talking, look, we're talking about paying players.
We're talking about paying players right here specifically to this topic. Yes, they're able to get players to come down in it. But to be honest...
Which team's getting more bang for their buck?
East London Ballers.
Ooh.
Of course, East London Ballers. We played them 4 or 5 times this season, and I'll be honest, they're a great team. Don't get me wrong. I'll never diss out a team. But I think we've played like 3 different teams every single time we've played them. They've had a core of certain players.
So hold on, they got A, B, C.
They could have an A, B, C team. No, I'm being serious. They're that good. They could have.
Sign me up to the budget, man. Oi, Carvel, sign me up to the budget, man. Come on, director of media something, man. Jeez.
Yeah, they're. But don't forget as well. All right, cool. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah. So Highgate and East London Ballers.
Yeah.
How I look at things, I take a step back and I think to myself, how can we compete against these teams? How do we get the buy-in from players the way they have? They've got pulled because obviously we're living in a climate where everyone needs something in their pocket. And if you're offering that to come down on a Sunday and play football, you're gonna turn up. I would. You're gonna turn up because that's contributing towards your bills and your outgoings and things like that. So
you mean you might need to stop on those little flights and rather and start paying towards some of, get a little Jermaine Francis back here, or Ruben, or you know what I'm saying, or Step 1 player here. No more flights for you, bro.
Listen, like I said to you off camera, Hatch Lane is considering all avenues right now. Okay, but back to the topic. I think Highgate and East London Ballers they're doing what's necessary because ultimately the goal is to win the London Cup, respectively, is to win the London Cup and to win the Nationals. Highgate have just won the Nationals. East London Ballers just got to the semi-finals. So what it shows is it does bring some kind of success.
So money talks.
Money talks. It does. And the way I look at that, I don't look at that with any type of resentment because how I look at things is Hatch Lane have won a trophy every single year. I call it year 1 was 2002, even though we've been going since 2009, but after COVID, we come on YouTube and things like that. We've been competing against these boys and the other team in our league who you said are on the decline right now, but I don't know about that.
What, BAITEZE, they are?
You saying they're on the decline?
But where did they finish in your mini league?
But let's not have
in your 5-a-side league, where did they finish, bro? And listen, I'm still getting onto you, Dre. He's trying to steal my bars. Listen.
Who?
Dre from BAITEZE. Yeah. When I went on their podcast and called it a 5-a-side league, they laughed. Then when they did their own thing, what they call it, a Snapchat
group chat.
Snapchat group chat, there you go. Try and recycle my bars, Dre. I see you, bro. I see you, my boy. But yeah, BAITEZE on the decline. They will be great again. But listen, they missed out a lot of players. They need a new gaffer. They're on the decline, bro.
Well, I would never, listen, I can't say that. If that's what you want to...
Where did they finish, Kev?
Yeah, but where did we finish last season, though?
No, listen, we don't talk in the past, talk in the present, bro. We just finished this season. Where did you finish in the league?
This season?
Yeah.
Second.
Right, where did BAITEZE finish?
I don't actually know.
Exactly,
4th.
There you go. Fourth. How many teams?
6.
Brother, Rootz talks facts, bro. Listen, when you want to reply back to this, just say, okay, does Rootz talk facts or not? Because again, BAITEZE finished.
They finished 4th.
Right, you finished.
2nd.
Where did East London Ballers finish?
Top.
Right, So, BAITEZE on the decline. It's facts. The facts are there. Because I'm sure they didn't finish 4th the season before, no?
Let me ask you a question then. Is Hatch
course.
Lane on the decline?
Yeah,
What would make you say that?
because you lost.
The league.
You lost the league, got slapped up in the final. Nationals, joke. You said you was out by December.
No, I agree.
There you go.
I agree. I would say to you that we are on the decline because we bottled it, innit? We bottled it at the end of the
So
day.
you're Spursy?
No, but Spurs. Did they win?
Yeah, they
Spurs
did.
won let's not talk
You're
about
old school Spurs,
Yeah, let's-
not new school Spurs.
Yeah, but no, but the reason I say that is because we won a trophy this season. They didn't. So it's like
So you are
teams
Spurs.
on the
You're right on track for Spurs then. Hatch Lane Hotspur. Hatch Lane Hotspur.
No,
That's it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying. No, but
Yo,
yeah, no.
you're doing better than BAITEZE, put it that way.
We have done this season.
Yeah.
We have
You're
done-
allowed to say that, man.
Yeah,
It's not that serious, people.
Yeah.
Like, don't take it that serious. I joke, innit? Like, BAITEZE will be back. You don't need to like, ah.
100%. They've got the pool. They've got the pool to be able to get players. So
The thing is, though, I
that's
don't
why doubt
think they've still got it like that, though.
them. You don't think?
Nah.
What's that down to?
I think it's down to a few things. I feel like they've lost a lot of their core players, like the old school players that we grew up watching. You know, even back to Diola. Like, now they've lost Josh Asude, Ruben Jr. Again, that helped them win the London Cup. So that pool is no longer there now. Do you know what I mean?
I hear it.
Like the main core people that I watch there now is Joel Mensah, Imeds, and that's it. I don't even see Quincy anymore.
Yeah.
Who else is there? I don't see any more regulars that I grew up watching. Like, it's like, I always use the same example. If you rip out Strapsy and Big G from SC Dons, it's not the same no
Not the
more.
same.
It's not the same no more. You might still have a Montel who can still, you know, provide personality and you're used to. You might still have, I don't know, Nathan Palmer or Ryan Palmer in the background. But those are the main two people in it. So if you rip them two out of there, done, innit?
I agree because obviously, like you know, these individuals are huge characters, and it's more than just on the pitch, innit? Like,
Yeah.
It's what draws you to watch episodes every single Sunday.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree with you there because I watch everyone, right? And I watch them not just because they're in our league, because I've been watching them since before we were on YouTube, and that's 4 years ago. So I understand what you're saying. It's not got that same pull, and there's many other things that I've seen which suggest that, but whatever, innit?
Okay. So, you're going to address something in regards to the London Cup. No, the Nationals, should I say?
Oh, the Nationals.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the Nationals in particular. So a topic of discussion that I don't think anyone talks about, this is one of the things that I mentioned earlier, is
Okay.
I don't understand why it's like it's foreign language. We're not allowed to discuss anything to do with officials because they're so backed by the FA. But why is that? Why is that? Why a London team goes up to, I don't know, wherever, and it's like already immediately you're up against it because the officials. I'll use that prime example. We went up to Bedfordshire to play against that team, and referee just comes barging inside the changing room. Where's your team sheet? Give me it right now. Not, hi, my name is such and such. You know, I'm going to be refereeing with with whoever it is. Just comes inside with so much attitude. Selly turns around and looks at him and is like, rah, it's going to be one of these days. Big Nationals. And I don't understand why, as well, there's the referees are from local county. I don't understand that. How does that make,
For Nationals?
for Nationals?
Yeah,
That makes no sense
yeah.
to me. Who do you think they're going to be rooting for? Because look at the decisions that went against us in that game.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's an excuse, but it's not just
Nah,
that
because I
we
remember, I
faced.
think Sully said it on the day when Montel got sent off, I remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was itching to get that card out.
Yeah.
And then Selly gets sent off.
Yeah.
Selly gets sent off for coming down and trying to get Montel away from the situation.
Yeah.
We've all seen it on camera. It's there. It's out.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand how that's allowed and that's not seen. It's not just that. We've come up against, listen, we're all big men, we're all grown men, we're allowed to discuss things. We've come up against other opponents this season where we go there straight away. On the pitch, you can already see that the referee is in his feelings. Like, he's in his feelings. If you're a referee, aren't you supposed to be neutral?
Yeah.
Give both teams the same level of respect. I don't understand why that's so difficult to ask for. We're paying you.
Yeah.
You know, and FA, I don't know who out there can deal with this, but you guys need to do a better job with. I don't even know what it is. Like, vetting some referees.
I think definitely for Nationals, it shouldn't be someone from the local, especially at that level. it definitely should be someone that shouldn't be non-biased away from both teams. Like, you know how they did the finals, like, what was it, Highgate obviously versus NSA, so then they put it somewhere neutral in between.
Yeah.
The same thing they should do with the referee in it. And that should be for all rounds. There's no point in doing a London team versus a Bedfordshire team and you get the referee from Bedfordshire FA. Like, he's gonna be saying, "You're right, mate," and then he's like,
Well, he will actually, right, this is what I heard. So some of their players play for a team who play at that pitch.
yeah.
And apparently he was refereeing them the day before. On
Oh,
a Saturday.
yeah.
What's that all about?
Wow.
That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
You know, so, and again, if he came into our changing room like that, I don't understand how, I don't know what kind of, what's going on, Matt? What's going on? Was he like that for them? Anyway.
I don't know.
But yeah.
It's an interesting point. That's an interesting point still. Like, I don't know. The Nationals needs to be redone anyway, in my opinion. Like, I'm still not happy with like the whole, was it up to round 4, it's still regionalised and then it breaks out to that. I still feel that needs to change as well. Like you said, maybe getting a neutral referee for those rounds as well.
I think
it's so many little things that they could change at that level, man.
I think in Sunday League, there's a lot of things that I think a lot of people need to change in terms of, we're talking about the Nationals now, but the London Cup needs revamping.
Yeah.
The London Cup is something that I've just looked at and I'm just like, it's becoming more and more like, not a joke, but it's losing its appeal.
Yeah.
Big time.
Why you say that though?
Because, I mean.
And why you say that? Because,
Okay.
you know, if I say it, you know,
No,
I'll
listen.
get filters, but I want to hear you say it.
So obviously we all know that the main guy at London FA to deal with grassroots football is Jamal. Me and Jamal go back and forth. We've been going back and forth for years now. Because you know the characters that we have. We have Selly. Selly don't care. Like, you can't filter Selly. He'll just say it as it is. But he's worse than me. And I talk, like, I'll just talk whatever. So it's like, I have to say things in a politically correct way. The London Cup has lost its appeal. We didn't even enter the competition the year we won it, 3 years ago. But since then, I'm just like, we're just entering it just because the players just want to enter it. Like, it's another competition just as a filler. But I actually think that one of the reasons why is because this whole thing with the whole draw situation, that's all long. Like, I don't know whether they're just trying to build some kind of suspense so people go online on a Monday at 8 o'clock and, oh yeah, you're playing against this team on a little wheelie thing. But what is that? What are we doing here? Then the dates are always messed up. It's supposed to be played on one date, but then it's played in the new year. Like, I don't understand that 6 weeks later, because the home team are able to manipulate the fixtures to a point where, oh, we ain't got players this week. We ain't got a pitch we ain't got a pitch. Listen, that's happened to us a lot of times, but yeah, we ain't got a pitch this week. Oh, we can play it in a couple of weeks. We can't do that day. It's Father's Day, or I don't know. It's Mother's Day or some nonsense. It's Eid.
It's my dog's birthday.
It's my dog's birthday, yeah. Eid, listen.
Respect,
Respect. But yeah, like, another thing, and I think this is key, I think one of the reasons why is we just played Highgate, got slapped, cool, 5-0, but we played them at Barking, right? How many players that played in that fixture play on a pitch equivalent to Barking on a Saturday and go training on a Thursday? It happens a lot of the times. So what I'm saying is, like, we're working hard throughout the season in order to play a final in a neutral ground, but we're playing at Barking. There's no appeal there. It's not sexy for us. It's not appealing for us. I live in Reading, right? I've just disclosed that. I live in Reading, and you might have seen some of my stories sometimes. One of my boys plays for Southcote Colts. They're in Division 1 of some Reading league, and they got in a final against FC Babco. Now, a lot of you guys who watch this probably know Babco because they've been in the Nationals. They're one of the better Sunday League sides about. And
Sunday League Man City.
You said I did.
No, they said it themselves.
They said it themselves?
Yeah.
To be fair, their gaffer is cool because I spoke to him afterwards.
Yeah, he's left now though.
He's left?
Yeah.
Has he actually?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But he's got replaced
a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
No, I know.
He's won everything anyway. He's done everything. But anyway, sorry.
But they played each other, Division 1 against Prem side.
At Reading's ground, innit?
At Majeski Stadium.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even a county cup. That was a Tilehurst charity cup. So it's like, if they're able to do this, why can't the London FA, who have access to every single ground in England, why are you not able to do something about that?
But you know what it is though, bro? I think it's because, well, look where the last London Cup final was.
This one, Barking.
The one before.
In Hendon.
Nah.
No. It's Dons, yeah.
Dons, BAITEZE, AFC Wimbledon's ground. Now, I don't know if you've seen the interview I did with Jamal, but they wanted to do it there because they thought 2 fan bases maximum, what, at least between them 350k subscribers, they're going to fill it out. Didn't fill it out, still did what, 2,500, 3,000 fans, but didn't fill it out. London FA made a loss, and he openly said it to me. So maybe that's the thing, innit? Maybe they've learned from that previous mistake there, thought if we get a big stadium, we're going to fill it, didn't fill it. And then this year, it's you guys versus Highgate Albion. No disrespect, you don't have the same appeal. Yeah, no, I'm saying, so that's all I'm saying in terms of that.
I agree. I agree. Two things. London FA eat from every single Sunday League team in the country. I don't know how they make a loss. I don't know what the finances are, because they're getting untold amount of money. But I think two things can be true at the same time. So it's about finding a common ground. But like I said, I feel it's losing its appeal from a player's point of view.
No, it
from
definitely
a club's
is.
Point of view,
I think it is.
Because it's not appealing like that. For example, we won a couple of years ago, and I'll tell you straight, we manipulated the semi-final and got a pitch from all the way out there. Because when you look at things, Hatch Lane is a team that emanated from Chinkford, but our players are predominantly in Dalston, Walthamstow, Hackney area. But we're playing all the way out in flipping. We got this team to come all the way to Loughton, and that's not even London. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, even when it comes to the semi-final, it's like, as an away team, obviously it's the luck of the draw. But I actually think the semi-final should be in a neutral ground. What I mean by neutral ground, I'm not talking about a stadium. I'm just saying a 4G pitch somewhere where it's not both teams' home ground, and just see who the better team is. We played Hatcham in the semi-final, and got them to come all the way to fucking, I don't know, sorry if I swear.
Yeah, it's
to come to Parslows Park. Obviously we're the home team, but I'm just looking at things from like a business point of view, and not being biased, and just say like, people need to consider these things as to why competitions are going down, and that will bring us to another subject that I want to discuss as well. I don't know if you've got some questions before then.
Yeah, look, the question for me is, well, I think Sunday League is going down as a whole.
Right, there we go.
And that's mainly down to SC Dons. I'm jokingly saying that, Strapsy, I'm jokingly saying that, but at the same time, them being out of Sunday League, it's lost its appeal, innit? Like you said, last year or the previous season, you had Dons versus BAITEZE, 3,000 fans. Again, attracted a lot of views online. Then they obviously go to non-league, BAITEZE on their decline for this season anyway. And then, I feel like that's had a knock-on effect on Sunday League. And obviously the rise of small-sided football now as well helps, you know, the fact that you got Baller League now and all the rest of it now. So I feel like Sunday League as a whole has taken a dip, has taken a hit.
That was one of the prime topics I wanted to talk about as well, so it's a good thing that you brought it up. I do agree. I think Sunday League as a whole is on its decline, and I don't actually know where it's going to be in even 5 years' time. Remember when I sat here a year ago over there and I said, we want to see the next crop of individuals come out and create a Sunday League team. Well, here came East London Ballers, and they did what they did and they achieved straight away. So hopefully that can inspire the next group of individuals to come out and try and do the same thing. But I do agree with you, because it's like BAITEZE, for example. What are they going to do next season? Are they going to go Saturday? Are they UTR? What are they going to do? Are they going to go Saturday?
They've already been flirting with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like there's a lot of teams that are looking at things, and it's either fold because the costs are too much, or it's go Saturdays and let's try and get ourselves in the pyramid and some kind of sustainability long term. So I actually don't know what's going to happen with the state of Sunday League football. Look at Hackney Marshes, man. Hackney Marshes before COVID was thriving, even including SC Dons. They were playing on Sundays. A lot of the teams down there, even like Palmer's FC. I don't know if they get spoken about enough, but they were one of the pioneers for YouTube football. They started in 2007 or something along them lines. And SC Dons went on thingy until 2011, I think, or 2009. Yeah. Something along them lines. I'm not too sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But like, there was so much football happening on a Sunday. Hackney Marshes, there was pitches there was teams on every single pitch. Now there's only one league over there. Do you get what I'm saying? And I just don't know what the state of Sunday League football is going to be over the next few years. And I think with the rise of Baller League and the fact that Saturday League managers don't want their players to play in any other type of football, it's going to be interesting. That's why I'm just like, the Nationals, because I even said it to Adam, if I get my hands on the Nationals, I'm done. I'm done. But again, I said we're considering all avenues right now. I mean,
you can't be done like that, bro. What?
I'm getting on, you know.
Yeah, but we all are, mate. We all are.
I'm getting on. I mean, I can't remember what team it was, but someone asked me recently how old you was, And I told him, he turned around and he was like, what? I've been playing for a minute. Like, obviously they see me and I'm mixing with everyone and whatnot, but I'm one of the older players in our team. Obviously you've got Steve Marshall, myself, Wackers, and that's it. Kirk, Cash, and that's it. I'm up there with age. I can't keep going. Vets is there, you know.
Vets football, you know what?
Vets is there.
Okay, well that might be a suggestion because I was going to ask, like, how can Sunday League get its groove back? How can it hold on for dear life? Because otherwise it's going to get extinguished. Not to the point where it's going to stop completely, because Sunday League is never going to die. But even if you look at Sunday League YouTube teams, bro, back when it was thriving, we had Rising Ballers, Takers, Lambert Full Stars, Dons, BAITEZE, even some of the smaller ones, Barnes Eagles, Banstead Rovers. You know, I remember on a Sunday I could just sit down and then just watch a whole
100, yeah, one after the other.
Yeah. And now it's just like 2 or 3. I mean, everyone's got their different upload schedules, fair enough, cool. But now it's just like 2 tops maybe. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, how can it get its appeal back, man?
I don't think it's going to be a quick fix, because I think even there with what you said, we're not even talking about the Turkish league either. Yeah. Like the Turkish league.
Oh, we forgot about them on the money. Yo.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
The money teams. I heard about you lot as well, you know.
We ain't even spoken about the Turkish team, man. Obviously, when you're in the grassroots football scene, we know about the Turkish league. Yeah. We know about the l'argent that they get in, you know what I'm saying? So like...
Because you see a lot of people play for their normal teams in the morning, and then in the afternoon, a little bit of double bubble, you know what I'm saying?
And you can't, like, and I don't fault them. I don't fault, listen, there's some guys that are walking home with zeros after playing on a Sunday morning.
We're talking 3 figures, isn't it? Like, yeah, easy.
On a Sunday morning and then to their Sunday afternoon team, and they're getting weighed up by both teams.
Yeah.
Like.
And this is for Sunday League football people. This is not like...
No, this ain't Saturday. This ain't Saturday, Sunday
This is Sunday League, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Sunday League, Sunday afternoon, you know.
So what I mean by it's not going to be a quick fix, because it's like, to say something is competitive again, you need a team to come up and you need them to win something and then try and emulate their success of last season, next season. When that happens, then it's like, okay, this is a great, because like now, everyone's saying, oh, your league has got 2 or 3 strong teams, because East London Ballers have put themselves in that category now. Yeah. Nobody knew them last season, but this season, because of what they've won, now next season you could be like, okay, if Hatch Lane stay there, if this team stay there, then it could be competitive at the top. Now, there's a Turkish team who have now just entered the league that we're in, if we continue there.
Who, Trabzonspor?
Again, I'm not naming...
Let me check.
I'm not naming...
Spill the tea, man. Listen, this is tea spilling TV.
I'm not confirming no. But we've played them before. We
Trabs. You have played Trabs before.
No, yeah, but not them. No. But we played them. We played them in the semi-final of the London Cup years ago. I'd probably say like 2017, and they beat us on that occasion. Quarterfinals actually, but yeah, they're in our league for next season.
So you've played the whole budget league FC. You know what I'm saying? Like, you played the Turkish team, you played Highgate, you played St Joe's, you played East London Ballers. How could you compete? Hey, Selly's pockets must be thinking, I ain't got no more, bro.
The thing is, it's not.
I can't compete.
Well, we've got a managers meeting this week. Myself, Derek, Selly, and Ben, and because we do need to try and discuss and see how we can bridge the gap if we continue next season, that is. Yeah. And also reflect on the season that's just been, because like we were saying earlier, it's difficult, it's hard to compete against some of these teams, man. They're good sides. Like, I think what people hang their hat on is the fact that Hatch Lane won the treble 3 years ago. We've won the league the year after, Essex, then Essex. But actually, these teams are very good, and we have to rely on word of mouth. Like, we have to rely on phone calls during the week. Are you going to turn up? Or I put a message inside the group on a Monday and put thumbs up or thumbs down to see if you're turning up. These guys can just be like, yeah, boom, here's your, we're giving you this on Sunday and turning up.
I was going to say, when you're getting them phone calls, Kev, is the next question saying, how much are I getting though?
Well, that's what the conversation is going to be now. Like,
yo,
that's what it's going to be, because obviously at the same time, if you want to keep hold of your players, what are you doing that's different? The good thing about us is we've relied on on like the relationships that we've got.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And we treat people differently. Like you've come down to some of our games when we haven't got smacked up. It's love, innit? It's family.
Yeah.
It's not just all for camera. Like we look after players outside of football. So yeah, man, it's difficult, but as always, Hatch Lane bounces back and goes again, man. Like,
Welcome to them good old days, though, man. You used to come and play with your friends, pause, and like play with your man, them, your next door neighbour, your cousin, your goalkeeper was the guy that you might have just bucked him down the road.
Yeah,
but at
yeah,
the same time, like the rest of your team is your team. That's why we grew up loving these players, bro, and loving these teams. Like FC Dons was a whole bunch of people from the same area, right? BAITEZE, same thing. Now it's just like, oh, right, we can compile this together. You know what I mean? It's like AI FC or something like that. We're like, what's it, ChatGPT FC? Like, we're all compiling stuff together. What's going on? What is going on? Are you managers that desperate to win the Sunday League trophies, bro? Like, I get it. We talk about it. We love it. But you guys that desperate to win it that you're going to spend big money? In fact, if you are, throw some money my way, man, because the amount of times I've given you a lot of exposure, man. HIGHGATE and all the rest of it. Now, you want to talk about how much I don't give you exposure.
Well, you create your own team?
Huh?
You'd create your own team? Or just for you?
Yeah, I might create my own team. Listen, if people want to play for Rootz FC, I ain't got budget. I'm letting you know now. So don't think you're going to come here for the bag, all right? I'm not giving you the bag. Go to HIGHGATE or one of them teams. Like, Rootz, you've got to play for Rootz because you might get a bit of exposure, you might catch a couple jokes, but you're not going to play for the bag, okay? I barely get the bag, all right? I'm just letting you know. In fact, I want to go back to an earlier point we were talking about in terms of what can the appeal be for Sunday League teams now playing in these leagues, because I feel like I say this a lot about goals and Power League, how they're losing out to other potential small-sided venues because people no longer just want to play for medals and trophies. They want to play for prize money. They want to play for content. They want to play for flights abroad and stuff like that. So maybe that's a thing where some of these existing Sunday League organisations and leagues, they might have to switch it up a little bit, appeal to some of the younger market, because otherwise you're going to lose them. Look at your league now. Your league went from, I used to watch your league a lot, it went from like 12 teams now to what, 6 teams? You had to revamp it and just, you know, make sure that it lasted throughout the whole season, right?
Yeah, and then they created that Senior Division Cup to fill in the blanks.
To fill in the blanks, bro.
Yeah.
Like even, look at SFL.
Yeah. Oh,
SFL, it went from the all-encompassing, yeah, this is going to take over, you know, we're going to have the creme de la creme, and then this season, it had 6 teams in it.
Are they going to run next season?
I don't know. Jamal, are they going to run next season? Let us know, man. I know Jamal's going to say, I'm not the face of it. You are the face of it, Jamal. You know you're the face of it.
Is that what he says?
Yeah, he tries it.
But when we're at the meetings, I swear he's standing front and centre with the mic.
Yeah, that's you, man.
Okay.
That's you. You're the mic man. Listen, that's you, Jamal. But yeah, is it? Do you regret not being a part of it? Because I feel like, sorry to put this all on you, I think it's you and BAITEZE, yeah, would have been the deciding factors if it made or break it. Because, hear me out on this one. The second season, not the first season, the second season when you had Dons involved, you had Dons involved anyway, sorry, when HIGHGATE came involved, AFC Hammersmith Town was involved, so then you had more of a north and west presence in there, because before it was all South London teams pretty much. If you guys joined in the second season with BAITEZE, I think
that would have.
Yeah, it would have solidified it and given it a chance. Yeah, that's my thing.
You know, I've never looked at it from that point of view, but in hindsight, I think had we joined at that point, I think it could have potentially have grown, because then you have other teams trying to come down and join us and compete against all these teams, because it's like, oh, hold on a second, there's literally 5 teams that are on YouTube in the same league. If I want some kind of exposure, East London Ballers, they would have come in as well. Yeah, they would have joined as well. And then it's like, shit, like you got 6 good teams, the best teams in London, and quite frankly, some of the best teams in the country, in the same league. And I think that SFL not listening to what was required from some of the teams that weren't participating in the league then, I think that was key in where we are today.
What was required from your point of view? Because for me, outside looking in, I said this from the start, and I'm glad I see. When I know, innit? Like, I was saying it needed a neutral venue. It needed a neutral venue. It needed a Market Road. For example, if you had every Sunday Market Road, because it's got 2 11-a-side pitches, you could have Market Road booked out from, I don't know, 10:30 in the morning till 2:30, and had games back to back on both pitches. So then everyone has to travel. Or alternatively, scrap this, you only play once, you play each other twice. We're going back to, you know, normal prehistoric times where you play each other home and away, so everyone has to travel. It's fair. Rather than, oh, I don't fancy traveling, oh, you can have the 3 points. Oh, I don't fancy traveling, you can have the 3 points. Or we're gonna play this one game, but when it's time to come to our grounds, nah, it's not gonna happen, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
That's what I think should have worked. And then alternatively, I think it should have been not so heavily reliant on the bigger YouTube teams to prop it up. Like, it needed a central content channel.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? The SFL channel, for example.
Right.
Because I felt like it was just like, okay, if I'm only seeing it if it's on Don's channel or UTR's channel. Okay, that's the only time I was seeing it. But if you had a central social media page of updates or social channel of, okay, everyone compiles their highlights into this one video, cool, you can build up the SFL as a brand. Because as soon as you take away one team, i.e. Highgate, or as soon as another team goes non-league, i.e. SC Dons, it loses its appeal. That's it.
100%. I agree with everything that you just said there, because you're echoing exactly what I've been saying as well in the past. That social media aspect of things is key.
Of course.
Because it's like...
That's the bridge, that's what's holding everyone together, because otherwise it could just be 12 random teams. The reason why you want those 12 teams in there is because they've got social media presence, how big or small they are, and they all bring something to the melting pot. Now, if you're just relying on 2 of those teams, then you're just rubbing out the other 10 teams. So it needs to have that central
just that platform, that
central
one
platform,
place, like
that
SFL league on everything, on every platform.
On everything.
And they're actually active.
Yeah.
Because, all right, for some of you that don't know, right, filming a game can cost you anything, I don't know. I'm going to give an average and say £100. Let's start £100.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who's paying less than £100 to film a game. Obviously, we film all of our games.
Yeah.
But like, and that's coming, and Hatch Lane is self-funded, right? We management fund that ourselves. Obviously, we got a couple of sponsors here and there, yeah, great. But that's just to keep the club afloat. We still have to pay for the other stuff, right? So we're talking about the SFL, a league, right? And again, some of you that don't know, London FA is behind that as well. You can deny that as much as you want, but London FA is behind that as well. And they've obviously got more money than us and everyone else. You're telling me they couldn't get some individuals to film matches, right? Every single match, because like you said, if it was at a neutral venue and every single game was being filmed, then the camera people don't have to go anywhere. They're just filming games back to back to back, and then all you're doing is chopping that up and putting it on your social media as well as the other teams. Now that entices people. We sat here last year and I said every team should have bare minimum kits, tracksuits, everything is the same.
Right.
Not people rocking up in Nike, someone's wearing Adidas, Puma bottoms. That's a joke. Because if you're trying to be the elite league in the country, it has to appeal to the outside sponsorship and people that might want to get involved. The Baller League.
I was about to say that.
Do you not think that they're doing everything what the SFL should have done as well?
Bro, there's a few leagues that tried what Baller League did and failed, yeah? You only got to go back as far as Replay Me League. I don't know if you know about that one.
There. I was in that league.
Okay.
With that team, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Replay Me League. Again, ahead of their time, but again, due to other things that we won't mention, didn't happen. Stars League. Stars League, done its thing out in East, out your way in fact. Yeah. Worked for a while, but then just didn't build the momentum. It didn't carry on the momentum. And that's probably the closest that came to Bull League. Bull League came in, obviously investment heavy, creator heavy, but again, the same thing that these previous 2 leagues had. And listen, look where it is now. Season 1, O2 Arena, Will Smith,
crazy,
Thierry Henry, you know, legends versus creators, the lot. So this is what I'm saying, it can happen. So any of these Sunday leagues looking out there, I'm not saying Essex Corinthian League, you need Will Smith there to bring out the match ball. I'm not saying Barnet Sunday League, you need Thierry Henry on the touchline saying, come on boys. I'm just saying you need that sort of appeal, because we now live in the 21st century where the things that happened before doesn't work now. It doesn't work now, and it shouldn't just be down to the leagues or the constitutions themselves saying, oh, we'll figure it out ourselves. No, you actually need to listen to to your consumers. You need to listen to the individuals that are actually taking part and participating in your product or whatever. Yeah. And how you can make that better together. Because even with a company, like any company, innit, you listen to
your employees, essentially, and you'll take feedback from them and ultimately make a decision. But if we're all trying to grow together, you have to. It can't just be you. Okay, you're the face, but it can't just be you. So I think these leagues need to listen to the teams and actually give them what they want. I'm going to be honest, even if it means that it'll cost you for this year, but next year you'll be able to make it up because of the interest that's been accumulated from that year. I just think, honestly, I think that's the only way that we're going to get Sunday League back to some kind of thing, because SFL missed out big time, man. I don't know what they're thinking now when they look at the appeal that the Baller League has, but man, that was, and it's so simple as well. You mentioned about how it could have worked in year 2, right? I did or didn't present the fact that, because there was teams interested. We was at the meeting. I was there with Derek Selly together, and there was a lot of teams inside there that didn't go on to participate in the SFL league, right? All you had to do, the East teams kept on saying, it's too far for us to go. It's too far for us to go. All you had to do was get a northern section and get a southern section, and even if we only played a southern section once, maybe, like the NBA, it's very, very simple.
Yep.
They predominantly play against the Eastern Conference, and the Western Conference play against the Western Conference. There's a couple games here and there, but you get to, you then do the playoffs of the northern section, you win that, and then you play the southern. That way you've included everyone, and not everyone has to travel too far. They didn't listen to that. And we are where we are today because of it. And if they would have listened, then who knows? AC Dons might not have gone to Saturdays. UTR might not be flirting with the idea to go to Saturdays, and BAITEZE might not be looking like they're on
the decline,
on the downfall.
Yeah,
and we might not be looking like we're about to fold. I'll be real.
Swear, Hatch about to fold.
I said to you, we're exploring all avenues. I didn't say that per se, but I'm just more uncles. But we're exploring everything. But yeah, man, I think that's led to where we are today with Sunday League football. Because our ESSEX Corinthian League was banging a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Now it's 6 teams, or next season it's going to be 8 teams. But even so, I don't think it has its appeal as it did a couple of years ago.
Now I can't pinpoint any league that's like that's the league. Before it'd be between yourselves, I'll say yourselves, ESSEX, Barnet Sunday League, and then SFL. Those are the top 3. Now I look at all 3 of them, and they're a shell. Yeah. They're shelling themselves. I even spoke to Adam the other day, and it's like, back in the day, Barnet Sunday League was the one, man.
It was the best.
Rising Ballers, Takers, Highgate, Trabs. There's another team in there that slips on mind. But again, they had 4 or 5 teams that could win it.
Well, Oakwood was in
Oakwood, there we go. Competitive. It was competitive. Then SFL had its 1 season. You guys had a couple of seasons. Even over this side of the world, we're in West London, teams or leagues have had to merge together because a lot of teams have dropped out or folded. You know, Showtime, Lippy's team folded, Abbey FC folded, Takers, like I said, have folded. So again,
Hammersmith around this
Hammersmith Town, no more. No, that's it. So they're gone.
Are they?
Yeah, they're gone.
Wow.
They're gone. So I'm saying, so a lot of these teams that have long standing, that you remember, you've seen on this channel, you've seen on other channels, they're done and dusted. And now you got to think to yourselves, chairman of these leagues, committee members, like what can we do to save grassroots? What can we do to save these teams? Because otherwise, you might as well turn yourselves into a 5-a-side league.
And I'm going to be honest with you as well. The 5-a-side thing, that's very appealing to me. You know?
Very appealing.
No, that's very appealing because I had a conversation with Derek last week, and I even floated that out. I said, like, should we do this 5-a-side thing? Because I could easily get 2 teams out and get a cameraman to do 5. And it's less taxing, it's less stressful than this whole Sunday League thing. It is.
We're seeing the shift already.
That's what I'm saying. And
we're seeing the shift because, like you said, 5 players out, the league fixtures are done for you, the referee's sorted out for you, it's all part of the package. All you got to do is rock up at your set time, get a camera. You don't even need a camera, but get a camera on if you need to. Film your games, even when it comes down to editing it. Oh my days, me editing a 5-a-side game compared to an 11-a-side game, I can see daylight, people.
Don't even get me.
I can see daylight, because when listen, the people that don't know about editing.
Oh, jeez.
In it, 11-a-side games, sometimes you're not seeing the light of day. Just to go through 90 minutes worth of footage, 7-a-side or 5-a-side, I can plan stuff in the afternoon.
Remember, it's 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It's 40 minutes, you can just, more times than not now when I'm editing, because remember, I still have to edit the East London Ballers game. And I'm in the midst of moving out, I'm in the midst of like career change, I'm in the midst of a lot of stuff. It's hard to find the time to do everything. Like editing a 90-minute game, I'm literally holding the thing, the toggle thing, and scrolling. And if I see something, okay, I'll go back a little bit, cut that bit. The rest of you are out. But editing a five-a-side thing, I'll actually watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'll watch the whole thing like and get a proper feel of it. Like, and again, if these five-a-side leagues, if they clock onto what's actually going on and start running the social media aspect of things themselves with their leagues and start videoing things, their leagues and every game, yo, Sunday League, I'm sorry to say it, but you're gonna get left behind.
That's what I'm saying. If they don't move with the times, Sunday League could be done.
Yeah.
Sunday League could be done. And it's frustrating because a lot of leagues took the initiative, like Barnet Sunday League took the initiative to film their games. I think that's died down a little bit. SFL took the initiative to, you know, try and compile the best of the best. Obviously that didn't work. So they've tried, but if you just listen to people like ourselves, like people that are doing it right now, then you'll keep us happy. Otherwise, I think, let's say in 5 years' time, maybe less than that, Sunday League across the country could die out, especially in London anyway. One
thing I will give credit is Sunday League up north. I would never say anything bad about what's going on up there, especially the Liverpool Business League. It's like they've got it down to a. You've been up there.
Yeah.
What's it like up there?
Oh, it's mental. It's mental. The first round of the Nationals I did was it Pineapple FC versus the team in red.
Yeah.
Slips my mind. Anyway, apologies. And the crowd that they had, home bargains, there you go, thank you very much. And at least a good 300, 400 fans, just in and around 11-side pitch, just like this. Well, obviously not like this, but an 11-side pitch. And how passionate they are. They love it. No cameras are about. So it wasn't about, you know, being the best team on YouTube, just passionate about. Free of charge, bro. And I see it, and that's on a regular basis, because I know, like, I've been looking at that league for a long time thinking if there's anything I could do with them, but they're just passionate about their football up there. They love Sunday League up there. That's the one area outside of London that I would love to do, like, I don't know, a documentary on or something like that.
I would love to watch one of their matches, man.
Yeah.
I'd love to watch it in person.
Yeah.
Just to get a feel of the Sunday League football.
Because that's, you know what, Sunday League up there is how it used to be or should be.
Yeah.
Like, it's cousin versus cousin on each team. Like, literally that game, one family member was playing on one side, one family member was playing on the other side. So it's family member versus family member on each side. That's how close it is. And again, they're just playing for the love. It's not playing for money. It's not playing for whatever, this on the line. That's how it used to be.
Not for clout, because then
No. It might be for bragging rights, because they might they might work in the same warehouse on the Monday.
No, I'm with you.
That's it. That's how it used to be.
No, I'm with you, man. Listen, everyone, we need to make a concerted effort in order to bring Sunday League football back up to, not even where it was before, because I actually don't believe that we're going to get there unless all of these teams are just coming out of nowhere and there's money behind it and are actually making a run for the Nationals, like East London Ballers and Highgate showed that you can get success this way. I think if you don't adopt to that approach, I don't think it's going to be possible for you to be successful, because it's like you're just spending a lot of money not to win. What is the point in that? Yeah, that's kind of where Hatch Lane is, isn't it?
Let me reset this camera quickly. So yeah, what's your main objectives for next season now? Because are you even going to remain in that league? That's the question that we really need to know. Because you're kind of like the last ones left, bro. There's only a few more Sunday League teams to follow, because they're all dropping off like flies.
Yeah. I wouldn't say we're far behind you now. But anyway, no. But on a real though, I think it's going to be interesting, because I think now more so than ever, if we were to continue next season, I think right now is the period where I'd be flirting with other leagues, whatever leagues there is out there, like your Barnets. It's a shame that the league at Hackney Marshes isn't where it was before, because we'd be having a look at that as well. Cost saving, obviously a lot closer to home. The SFL, again, it's a shame that they lost this appeal, because this could have been a perfect time for Hatch Lane to potentially look at going into their league. Yeah, because I think the way we lost the league, I'm not going to say it was just down to that game against East London Ballers, but there are some things that have caught my eye, and the players and management as well, because it doesn't make sense to us. Because, listen, if you ask me straight up, how did we lose the league? We lost it against Brook Athletic, the game before East London Ballers. We're 3-1 up with 10 minutes to go. We drew that game, and that opened the door for East London Ballers. Now, having said that, I think the lead up to us playing East London Ballers, the league knew that we didn't have to play East London Ballers. We could have forfeited the game and won the league. But they knew that, we didn't know that. Because in our mind, we were meant to play East London Ballers on a Wednesday and AC Milano on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Right? But East London Ballers still had to play AC Milano before us. But East London Ballers knew that AC Milano gave them the points. Right?
Because they had nothing to fight for, basically.
AC Milano, yeah, they had nothing to fight for. So what the league was saying to us was, no, play against East London Ballers because you still have to play against AC Milano, right? But on the website, when a team gives you a game, it automatically goes on the website and just says home win.
Yeah.
The league didn't put that up because they were trying to get us to play the game. So it's like they both knew something that we didn't know, right? Listen, we lost the game fair and square. I'm not going to dispute that.
Yeah.
But it's very dodgy to me because the minute we lost on the Wednesday, the next day straight up it says 10 games played, blah, blah. And it's like, well, hold on a second. How now are you putting up the fact that we're not playing against AC Milano? So you knew all along. So that's all sketchy to us. Like, and I don't like all that stuff. Like I said, I hold my hand up. We lost the game, innit? Like, whatever. But also, you have to look at the other side as well. And that's not cool, man. That's not cool. If we weren't going to play them, just tell us straight up. Don't be sketchy about it.
So what are you trying to say? East London Ballers bought off the league as well?
Listen, nah.
They bought the league as well? Jeez.
No, they didn't because we bottled it. So they just happened to just pick up the mess that we left and they walked away with the trophy, innit?
Yeah.
Like, and I keep all receipts. Yeah. But it's very, very funny how, like, the last 4 years we've been in the league now and we've won it twice. We was on the cusp of winning it again this year, but we bottled it. We've never been on the homepage, yeah, as champions. We've never been on it. If you go on the website now, you'll see that team as lifting the trophy from the Nationals, the year we won the treble.
Oh, BAITEZE?
Yeah, still, from now.
Still?
Yeah. So we've won it how many times since then? It's like, hold on a second. Are we ever going to get any kind of advertisement shine on your... So they know what they're doing as well. They're trying to lean onto the team with the highest social media following in order to better... But you're doing a disservice to the other teams below because I will notice that. I notice these kind of things. So it's like, automatically, look at where we're at now. We're looking at leaving the league. So you see how things come, like...
Oh.
Yeah.
Where's the love? Wait, ESSEX Corinthian League, where's the love?
Hey, listen, London Cup do that as well. London Cup on their trophy, it doesn't say Lambeth Full Stars, it doesn't say Hatch Lane, it doesn't say the team, who won it before that? Grand Athletic, it doesn't say that on the trophy. It's like, what are you guys doing, man?
Does it say nothing?
It doesn't say none of those teams' names on the trophy. So I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Wow.
Yeah, so just to call out used to, Hatch Lane sees everything, man.
So what, you're rubbing out your own league, you're rubbing out the London Cup.
I'm not rubbing anything
You're
out.
rubbing them all out. Nationals, you want to make it free?
No,
or you already rubbed out the Nationals in terms of...
I can't do that because I need that trophy. I can't do that. We need that one, man. We need that one.
Oh, let's talk about your rivals, bro. Because I know you've been trying to avoid them.
Rivals?
You got rivals, you know. BAITEZE, East London Ballers. I want to get your snapshot on them, like BAITEZE first.
We get serious going up.
Yeah, come on. You don't do something about that. Come on. What's this?
No, I'll tell you straight. No, the game is not being played unless it's here. So we're not playing over there. That's final.
What do you make of their season in total?
Season.
Are they finished?
I wouldn't say they're finished because I feel like they're similar to us in a sense where they have the ability to get players out of somewhere. Mm-hmm. Like, we had a shit season last season. Everyone could say that we were on our, as low as it could get, but we managed to get players healthy again and bring some new players as well and put ourselves in a position where we're able to win the treble. We were, man, in the last month, we were London Cup final, ESSEX Cup final, and 1 game away from winning the league. That's huge. Obviously, we bottled 2 of them, but what I'm saying is there's a rebuilding process that can happen over the summer. And I think that they can do that. They're capable of doing that. You said that some of their wingers left, but they were able to bring in Obi, who's a great player. I'd have him at Hatch any day, but he's a great player. Do you get what I'm saying? They had some strikers as well, but I think that their defence, just like the defensive midfield, their inconsistency this season, and there's some politics going on over there. I don't know whether it's a clash between senior and players who have won last season.
Yeah.
I think there's something going on there. Because
I don't see no old guy, man. They've all gone, man. Even, who's else we can say? Musty. I'm like, I barely see him in videos. Barely see Quincy in videos or any of the old guard like consistently. I'm not talking like the pop-up one time and all the rest of it now. I barely see any of them.
And it's hard, man, because they were out of every competition early, but the motivation automatically, because they handed 2 games to us this season.
2 games, yeah.
Not showing up.
Yeah.
2 games they handed to us because, and they don't even know that. On one of those days, we never had a team. They don't know that. One of those games, we never had a team. Yeah, now they know that. But we were struggling as hell. But anyway, and so rivalry, it can possibly come back. I don't think it will be back to where it was a couple of years ago. I think those heights were peak Hatch and BAITEZE, because they were calling us out left, right and centre on every single platform, calling us Snitch Lane and this one and that one. We'd never say anything until the last game of the season, where we beat them twice to win the league. Yes, they beat us once, but we beat them twice to win the league.
We won the league on the masses. We won the league on the masses.
Right, Hatch Lane. Game, set, and hatch.
That's when you'll see the receipts come out. But yeah, I just think that it's a rebuilding process for them over this summer, and they'll be back competing next season.
Yeah.
East London Ballers, on the other hand, they're just, for them it's like, okay, year one, we've won these trophies. Next season we're going for the nationals, because that's realistically, they can play all of these different players in different games, knowing full well that it's the nationals. When it's the nationals, Gazza's got my, I'm Gazza, I've got my starting 11 and I've got my 5 on the bench. I know exactly who those players are going to be. For the league and these small cups, I can rotate and do things like that. But they've got the resources to do that, so fair play to them, man. I'm never going to knock a team that's trying to achieve success, whether it's through paying players or whatever.
Where do you stand on that, paying players?
Where do I stand on that? Listen, at this age that I'm at right now, I would do anything if I could get my hands on the nationals. So if it requires Hatch Lane paying players, if it means I've got to pay, but then at the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean success. So it's hard, man, because you could shell out a whole load of money to people and not win anything.
Okay, so you're saying get paid, mother, get paid.
I do think East London Ballers is an anomaly though.
Why?
Because we've never seen that happen before.
What, pay players?
And win in year one. Highgate have been going for a long time, you know.
Yeah.
Like New Salamis, people forget teams like New Salamis. They were doing this and winning nationals and London Cups years ago, before COVID.
Yeah.
Obviously they went to turn Saturdays, and then I don't even think they're still around now. But they were doing that, and it took them a long time in order to do that. So they achieved a lot of success doing it that way. But I think they were on the same path as Highgate. So I think we have to ask ourselves, are we in that position now? Do we go 1 year where we're just...
Jeez. And I know
Hatch Lane is exploring all avenues. Right?
And I know Trem's budget's gonna be big, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Trem?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trem's outside.
To get Trem playing now, if you mention budget, way. Even Cash, you know, his name's not Cash for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cash for that cash money.
You're going to be asking me for some money for
you know what I'm saying? Think for you, bro. In fact, okay, summarising, who's got the biggest budget out of these teams then? I know we touched about it earlier, but now we've got to add in the Turkish teams into the mix. So,
okay.
Highgate Albion, East London Ballers, St Joe's, or let's say the Turkish league as a whole. Who's got the biggest budget? Not the best team, but the biggest budget.
The biggest budget?
Yeah.
East London Ballers.
Yeah. Bigger than the Turkish teams. How much are we talking? A game.
How much?
Yeah.
No, we can't.
How much do you reckon Carvel's on?
Yeah. He's on a few.
Oh, the few what?
No.
100?
I'm not gonna say a few hundred. But you know what? Yeah. out of all these teams that we've just named, there's a team who's now folded who are paying more than all of these players, all of these teams.
Who?
Do you know North London Athletic, NLA?
Yeah.
They were paying more than I've ever seen like a normal Sunday League team pay.
North London.
That's not. What do you mean? Let me give you an example. So last season, why do you think the Hitman wasn't playing for us? Everyone asked that question. Where's Dan? Where's Dan? Why is he not playing? Why do you think he wasn't playing for us? Because he was playing for North London Athletic against AC Dons in the Nationals and all those, and in those competitions.
What?
Yeah, we couldn't. Not just him. We had there's a couple other players as well. We had Inner. We couldn't get him to play. But at the same time, you've got to understand that as a player, you've got bills to pay to pay in it. And if these teams are willing to give you the money, because they ultimately their goal is to lift trophy in it and lift the biggest trophies. So
hold on.
They had some
how much
money,
are we talking?
Yeah, a couple.
Couple hundred?
Couple.
Hitman was getting couple hundred?
I'm not saying Hitman, I'm just saying some players were getting couple hundred. Even more than couple hundred, to be fair.
What?
Yeah. Certain expenses paid for. And
jeez.
Expenses, I'm talking holidays.
What?
I'm talking all of that.
Huh?
I don't know.
North London Athletic got punching. Is that the reason why they went bust?
Maybe.
They couldn't afford the Hitman's wages?
No, I'm not saying, I didn't say just the Hitman. He's the only player.
He hit him where it hurts.
Dan should be pro, by the way.
Yeah?
Dan should be pro. Yeah.
Oh, by the looks of his wages, yeah, definitely should be.
He's too good, man. But no, who's currently playing now? East London Ballers, I think personally have the most money, have the most budget through the grapevine. And then you said Highgate.
Yeah.
I think collectively as a team they're getting paid, but I don't think it's as much as what people think.
Yeah.
So they're getting weighed up, but not as much as some of those other teams. St. Joe's, I mean, like I said, they got the county behind them, innit? So.
Is it St. Pros or St. Joe's?
Huh?
St. Pros, yeah? Okay. St. Pros.
Subtitles.
And then, obviously, the Turkish League does what it does. You know, they got money, spend your bread, man. And listen, don't worry about the nibbles, man. Just relax yourself, man. It's all love, man. Just spend your money wisely, innit? That's all I say. Listen to Uncle Root, spend your money wisely. Otherwise, you end up like NLA. Yeah, to wrap this up, you're still going to be there or thereabouts, Hatch Lane. You just don't know where you're going to be. Sunday League is falling off. But again, if you want to consult with us, you know, we come with a fee because everyone's getting paid nowadays. You might as well get paid as well.
Yeah, get paid for nonsense as well.
Exactly.
Talking stuff they don't even know about.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, anything else to address?
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good for now.
I feel like this has been therapeutic, man. It's been good.
We need to address certain things that need to be spoken about. As a community, we need to do better to keep the community. Otherwise, we're just gonna fall on our face. So.
Yeah, and sort your referees out. We can always agree on that.
Jesus Christ,
yeah,
please.
Sort your refs out, mate. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you agree with any of the stuff or you just think we're chatting waffle, let us know either way. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on in a bit.